Hi, on this rainy day we're going to check out what's inside this red and black box. So let's have a look. Today we're taking a look at an interesting accessory that started its way on Kickstarter last year and raised close to $120,000. Its name is the Platypod Pro Max, and it was designed to help you with your low to the ground type shots, as well as a few other situations where it is hard or even impossible to connect a camera in any other way. The Platypod Pro Max is the larger version of the original Platypod. It measures approximately 8 by 5 inches or 19 by 13 centimeters. It has 4 holes for screw-type legs, which has a sharp tip on one end for placing the unit on uneven ground, and a rubber end on the other side for more delicate surfaces. You can adjust each leg by screwing it in, which can take a few minutes in the field. Besides the 4 leg holes, the plate also has 2 holes for connecting the unit with screws to any surface that can accept them. In this case, you can see how we use 2 screws with washers to connect the Platypod to a long wood piece, which you can use, for example, if you want to place your camera up high and you don't have a tall tripod. Just make sure that you secure this rig somehow so that your camera will not fall to the ground and smash. The last interesting feature the Platypod has are dual slots for attaching a strap. You will need to provide one, more on this later. We decided to try and use a leather belt. It sort of worked, but to be honest, it isn't ideal, and something a little bit more stretchy would be better. We also think that there should have been some additional hook on the plate to prevent the strap from getting away from the plate between the 2 slots, but it is possible that with the right type of strap, this will work out much better. At any rate, you can hang your camera from a tree or any other surface where you can strap the Platypod securely enough. You can connect the Platypod to a tripod using one of the 2 threaded holes in the center of the Platypod. One is a 1/4 inch 20 and the other is a 3/8. For example, if you had just one head between the Platypod and your tripod, but if you have other options, we would just suggest that you use it for its intended purpose. The type of ball head that you will use with the Platypod is even more important than on a regular tripod. We would suggest a low-profile, sturdy one with knobs that won't get in the way. The handle on this low-cost entry-level ball head, for example, was really annoying to use. In terms of what you can do with the Platypod Pro Max and who is its intended audience, we think that it could be an interesting solution for product photography when you want to shoot relatively small objects on the ground from up close. It might also be good for wildlife photographers that want very low shots, but in this case, a good head is really essential. And as we have shown you, it can also be used to connect your camera to different objects and materials that would otherwise be impossible either permanently or just for a few minutes. So what do we think about the Platypod Pro Max? Well, after using it for a few months, we definitely love the idea and think that for some types of shoots, it can be a really useful tool. At just under $100, the Platypod Pro Max isn't a cheap accessory, especially when you consider the fact that it is basically an 8 by 5 inch metal plate with holes and a tiny screw-like legs. At this price, it should have included a bubbling level and a decent strap in our opinion, but if you look past the price and have a need for the functionality that the Platypod Pro Max offers, you should definitely check it out. So this was our look at the Platypod Pro Max. You can read the full review on lensvid.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next time.